In the heart of a cracked desert, where the heat can fry an egg and the darkness runs deep enough to hide a silent death, they are Latrodectus, the queen of venom, and Hadrurus, the warlord of armor. One puts faith in poison, the other trusts in brute force. Both were born on the same brutal map, both play the lone wolf meta, and now both step onto the survival PvP server. First, let's give a round of applause to welcome our first player, Latrodectus.
I am Latrodectus. I spawn at level 1 inside an ultra-thick cocoon crafted from mythic tier silk. Looks like a sleeping bag, but it's actually a death lobby. My mother, a full armor raid boss, stands guard 24/7, rage buff maxed the moment anything comes near. At this stage, my team has about 300 to 400 siblings, but not a single one of them will make it to endgame with you. When I officially break out of the cocoon and reach level 5, it's instant combat. I crawl out soft, nearly transparent, barehanded, and get chased by my own siblings like a real-life Hunger Games. There's no such thing as family here. I knew if I didn't bite first, I'd become breakfast. That's the first skill I unlocked, Cannibal Instinct. Auto-attack every sibling in the nest.
You think escaping PvP is the end? Nope. I start building my own web. Small, sparse, but just enough to trap flies and mosquitoes, those poor things who haven't learned how to avoid traps. Every time I molt, I gain a new level. My armor gets thicker, my jaw muscles get stronger, and I become less afraid. When I'm fully grown, I'll reach level 80. At that point, I pick a high place with light wind and lots of insects. I weave my web like it's a public announcement. Enter, and you don't leave.
And the males? One day, he crawls toward me, trembling, crouching, sending vibrations as a love signal. I recognize him. Mature enough, weak enough, we mate. And if I happen to be hungry that day, then well, he's just a bonus meal to help me lay eggs better.
I don't need anyone to call me the boss, because once you're caught in my web, you'll know.
Ha 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 ha! Was that supposed to be scary? Then let me show you today. That trap of yours isn't terrifying at all. I am Hadrurus. I wasn't born from an egg. I spawned straight from my mother's body, like a living line of code compiled right in the heart of the desert. No cutscene, no tutorial, just a pile of soft, milky white flesh crawling onto the back of a golden armored boss. There were 30 of us, fragile level 1 players. No armor, no venom, nothing but breath and raw instinct to cling to life. But this was our rare privilege, the only time in our lives we'd get the mother buff for exactly 1 week. After that, you're on your own. On day 7, a notification lit up, molt available, unlock exoskeleton. I hit confirm. I molted for the first time. My armor dried, turned gray gold. That was the moment I officially left the mother team and began my first solo run. Level 5 to 10, I started hunting ants, termites, baby crickets, the ones that hadn't unlocked run reflex yet. But I was also prey to anything already at level 20 or 30. My meta at this stage, move less, sense more, make no sound. I molted many times. Each one was like a new patch update. Thicker armor, bigger claws, tail damage slightly increased. And my underground radar, it got more accurate every time. But each molt also meant I had to go offline for a few days, waiting for my armor to harden. By year 4, I unlocked the skill mating mode. My armor is hard, my tail curls upward, and my feet make no sound. I can sense footsteps from 3 meters beneath the sand, and I wait. I wait for mistakes, and strike back with a stab carrying desert venom. One day I met a female. The signals were good. We performed the ritual, the backward dance, the gentle leg tap, the vibration transmission. But I knew, if I didn't pull out at the right time, I'd become a post-mating snack. I don't need anyone to call me boss. But if one day you feel the earth rumble just a little, and you suddenly can't move, then maybe, just maybe, you've stepped into my zone. And in here, there is no respawn.
No respawn button, huh? Let's see who's the one without a respawn.
Ha 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 ha, all right. Let's see what's really backing up all that tough talk of yours.
Absolutely terrifying. 2 assassins from the depths of the desert have officially issued a challenge. Both players have entered the map. No party, no cosmetic buffs, only skills, instincts, and prehistoric grudges. Right at the start of the match, Latrodectus chooses a classic strategy. Stealth mode, camping quietly. Passive skill, web sensor, is activated. detecting every vibration like she's running NASA-grade radar.
I have 8 legs, but I've never had to leave my web to find food. My body is only 1.5 centimeters. My legs span barely 4 centimeters. But I rank higher than giants on the damage board.
Meanwhile, Hadrurus doesn't bother being sneaky. He enters like an American tank in the desert, stomping sand, sweeping through, eyes scanning with infrared from the sensor hairs all over his body. Burrow Dash is ready. Each step shakes the ground like level 2. Looks like the map might crash.
I've got 14 armor segments from head to tail. I'm 15 centimeters long, the biggest scorpion build in North America. I have over 1,000 sensor hairs, each less than 1 millimeter but detects vibration down to the micronewton. You move like a shadow. I still know. No eyes, no ears, just vibration. And you're already marked.
Warning, Latrodectus has just released a scout silk thread, and Hadrurus has stepped into the ping zone. But he stops? Of course, the sensor hairs on his feet have picked up the anomaly.
I've got 300,000 vibration-sensitive cells spread across my legs. Just one mosquito brushing my silk, and my entire bioradar system goes on. I carry a unique neurotoxin on the poison tier list, latrotoxin. Just 0.0001 milligrams is enough to cut the connection between your brain and your limbs. Muscles spasm, heart glitches, pain that feels like it comes from nowhere.
Hadrurus reads it instantly. He suddenly activates pinch prep, both claws raised high, ready to counter. And Latrodectus? She slides smoothly down the web, fangs bared, preparing the fatal bite.
My tail is 5 centimeters long, holds venom. My venom doesn't kill humans. But anything under 15 grams goes full paralyzed for 3 minutes. Muscles shut down right after the sting.
A lightning-fast lunge from Latrodectus. She sinks her fangs into the soft belly of Hadrurus, the least armored spot. Venom is in the bloodstream, but not enough damage.
I've got a chaotic web. Not round, not logical, but whoever steps in never gets out. Every web has a tripline alarm, a sticky zone that locks you down, an anchor line for me to lunge and snap back, and a corpse corner, where those who twitch the wrong thread get slowly drained day by day.
I don't hunt. I bait with my body. I wait, flat to the ground, buried under 3 to 5 centimeters of sand. I don't move. I don't make a sound. But if you take just one wrong step, I'll launch at over 0.4 meters per second and lock your head down in less than 200 milliseconds.
Hadrurus activates Counter Claw, a sideways snap across the air. Latrodectus gets crushed like a cracker. Slow motion shows, legs broken, silk torn, crippled status triggered.
I've got extreme energy-saving skills. I can starve for weeks without strain. No need to risk anything. I kill first, eat later, and save the rest.
I've got a high-level energy system. I can go 40 days without eating. I can survive 3 weeks without water. I only strike when the win rate is 100%. I choose, I calculate, I finish.
But don't celebrate yet. The venom is still ticking over time. Hadrurus starts to stumble. His tail is shaking. Signs of nervous system loss.
I've got the only bite in the game that turns live tissue into soup, and I slurp it through a biostraw. No chewing, no tearing, just suck it.
You call me a scorpion. I just need you to make one wrong move, and in that moment, I've got everything I need to turn you from a living creature into a nameless liquid.
And Latrodectus couldn't hold on. HP dropped to 0 before the venom could fully stack. Hadrurus rolls once, tears off the damaged muscle, and stands up like he never staggered. Victory goes to Hadrurus arizonensis, the ancient tank of the desert server. A breathless fight. One chose smart damage, one chose armor and primal reflex. And in the end, survival skill sealed the fate. This match proves, sometimes you don't need fancy tricks. Just thick armor, sharp sensors, and ancestral reflexes are enough to solo an entire squad of poison-type mages. Who would you pick to survive one night in the desert? Drop a comment below. Are you Team Venom or Team Armor? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next legendary solo showdowns between the weirdest builds in the meta. This is Tier List Showdown, where every creature has a shot at glory or a brutal fall down the ranks. Thanks for watching, and good luck out there.